This changed my day the first time. This changed my life the first time I ever heard it. Have you ever heard of Neville Goddard? He was this cool spiritualist coach at the turn of the 20th century. He did some pretty crazy things. He would manifest millions of dollars for his students. He would condone telepathy, have people call him randomly from across the country. He would win lotteries, raffles, tickets on boats. Now, this seems all extreme and crazy. This is kind of like a Rasputin type character where a mystic can create anything out of the ether. But the principles he taught anybody how to do it, which is cool because normally what happens with magicians or mystics is they're the ones doing it, but they never reveal their secrets. But Neville Goddard wrote many, many books to explain exactly how he did it. And if you've ever read books like Think and Grow Rich, they kind of follow the same principles. It's that underlying secret, Some people call it the law of attraction. For Neville Goddard, they call it the law of assumption, where basically like attracts to like. You experience your life from cause and effect based on your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. And once you realize that everything you're experiencing in your reality, both good and bad, is only because of you, that really shakes things up. Because if you're in a very negative situation right now, thinking, wow, I'm the cause of that, that's pretty crazy. But then there's a silver lining to that. Wait, if I'm the cause for everything bad happening in my life, that means I'm also the cause for everything good happening in my life. So how do I double down on the good happening in my life? How do I make more good happen in my life? And that's the cool thing about Neville Goddard, or Abraham Hicks, if you're familiar with her. She also talks about how your reality is co-created from your imagination, from your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. So once you accept the fact that you can be, do, or have anything in life, and you realize that you're the one creating your reality at a constant moment, every experience you have, every person you interact with is just coming from your internal subconscious, and it's just a reflection of what you're believing at the time, then you start to question your life and reality in general. Is this all a game? Is this all a simulation? Is this all a dream? And whatever it truly is, whether you follow the quantum physics model of reality, whether you vibe it as placebo effect if you're an MD, or you're a spiritualist and you call it manifestation, or you're a magician and call it magic. It's all the same thing, right? Your thoughts, beliefs, and actions create your objective reality. So your objective reality is the reality you experience from internally here to externally through your five senses. Your hearing, your sight, your taste, your touch, and your smell. So make sure you smell good. All right, so why is this so important? Why should we even care? Ian, why should we care? Because once you understand that you can be, do, or have anything you want in life, once you understand that you're the one creating your circumstances, and you keep creating new circumstances by whatever you focus on, then you should only try to focus on positive things. You should only try to materialize things that will benefit your life, benefit society, benefit humanity, benefit your friends and family, benefit and be in service of others. Because you see this all the time. Someone wants to be wealthy, so they think about, how am I going to be wealthy? Then they accept the fact that I'm going to be wealthy. Then they accept the fact that I'm on my way to be wealthy. Then they accept the fact that I'm now wealthy now. And they create that situation for themselves from their thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It doesn't matter what action they take. 85% of millionaires are self-made. 90% of millionaires made it through real estate. It doesn't matter what field you choose. It doesn't matter how you do it. If you believe you're successful, you will be successful eventually. Because if you do enough action towards that goal, you will get there. It's as simple as that. What's the difference between winners and losers? Losers give up. Because if you play the game long enough, you will eventually win. Because you'll learn from your mistakes, you'll grow, adapt, and change, and then you'll hit your goals. And there's three main goals people usually try to achieve: their health, their wealth, and their happiness. Let's break down each one of these. So your health is your mental and physical health. Mentally, you want to feel happy all the time, but you don't know what happiness is if you don't know what sadness is. So sometimes you have to experience what sadness is to know what happiness is. But once you know the difference, then you can maximize your happiness. 90% of your life could be spent in a happy, blissful state. That's your mental health. Your physical health is how you feel with your physical body. Maybe you want to have a shredded six-pack. Maybe you want to have a slender physique. Maybe you want to have a low body fat percentage. Whatever that is for you, you can have it. If you accept the fact, even if you're really overweight now, let's say you're 300 pounds, and you look in the mirror and you just see a fat person. I want you to imagine seeing the healthiest version of yourself. I want you to imagine yourself as the fittest version, the sprinter, the marathon runner. What would that person look like? And whenever you look in the mirror, that's the only person you should see. Because what does that do? It trains your subconscious mind to support that new reality. So it will find patterns in your reality to support that. So what will you start doing? You'll start forming more aggressive habits towards your health goals. So you'd start eating healthier naturally. You start working out more naturally. It feels effortless. It feels ease. That's the whole no action approach that Neville Goddard talks about. So let's talk about the second category, your wealth. Your wealth comes down to two things, your active income and your passive income. If you're familiar with active income, where you trade your time for money. So this is like working a job. This is in making investments where you have to spend the initial time setting it up. Whatever you're doing with your active income, it should preferably be in a career that you enjoy. You could start a business if you want, or you could work for someone else if you love what you do. It really doesn't matter. Just choose something you love. And then the second part of that is your passive income. Your passive income is income that makes you money even while you sleep. So if you did nothing and just slept in bed all day and you got money, that's what passive income would be. So that could be like dividend paying stocks, real estate investment properties. There's many different avenues. YouTube videos like we're making now, where it might require some initial time, but once it's up and live, it's just continually earning you income. So that's your wealth category, and you can maximize that one too. Then the third category, your happiness. You said, Ian, we already talked about mental health. Why are you talking about happiness? Well, they did a 50-year-long index of what made people happiest across their entire lives. So from 30 to 80, they surveyed people every year, and they found that the people who ended up being the happiest over the course of their entire lives didn't focus too much on their career goals or their health goals, even though those were vitally important to their happiness. The main reason for their happiness was their relationships, their friends and family relationships, and their love interests. The people who made that a priority in their life ended up having the happiest life experience above everybody else. So some people might have been wealthy, some people might have been healthier, but the people who maximized all three categories with a main focus on love interests and friends and family ended up being the happiest overall. So that's something you should focus on. How do I maximize my happiness? Through my health, my wealth, and my relationships. And once you do that, you can be, do, or have anything you want. So let's go out there and achieve greatness. Alright. Alright, so like this video if you like videos like this. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We make multi-daily content to inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself. You can, you will, and you must get everything you want in life. So go out there, be great, be visionaries, be leaders of your societies, and happy dreaming, everyone. Well, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I hope you manifest all of your hopes and dreams, because you can be, do, or have anything you want in life. Go out there and achieve